What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Brews and Board Games and another solo playthrough of Marvel Champions. I've been having too much fun with this game. Do you guys ever have those moments in games where you're doing something in the middle of the game, you just stop and you're like, that was awesome, dude. I am having fun, right? That actually happened with me the other day. I was playing, I was actually playing Thor, and for this playthrough, we're going to be doing Thor against Ultron. And it actually happened. I played a few games with Thor against Ultron already to kind of get a little familiar with it. And it happened the other game. I was doing something with Thor. I did his hammer throw, right? I had hit one of the minions. It had overkill. So then I hit the villain, Ultron. And then I killed one of the minions. So I had to place a marker on one of my cards. And then if I had 3, I get to draw 3 cards, right? So I was doing all these things. It was clicking, right? I was putting the tokens on there. I did the overkill. I was starting to remember, key phrases and stuff like that. And everything was just snapping together, dude. And it was like, I stopped. I remember I did it. I got Ultron down a little bit and I stopped. I sat back and I was like, I like this game, right? So I had that moment. I've been having a blast with this game. It's awesome, man. It is a fantastic solo game. I've been having a lot of fun, and honestly, I'm glad I'm kind of working on the individual characters a little bit. I've only played, well, actually, I did play Spider-Man the first time. I played Captain America. I did a recording for that, and then I've been playing Thor, and I'm kind of getting familiar with the heroes a little bit, and I like that. The villains as well, so because it's kind of giving me a little bit of insight on like, hey, this is kind of how, ways that you can defeat Ultron, or this is what you can do with these decks, right? Like maybe with Thor or something like that. I am using the pre-constructed deck from Thor. There are some cards in there. I was like, maybe I should get rid of those, but I could also see the potential use for them, especially against Ultron. There's some cool cards. But before we get into that, I do just want to say, I want your guys' thoughts on or ideas. How are you storing your game stuff? Probably if you guys have this game and you're into it, you have already moved on from the core box, but I have not yet. So in the meantime, and it's going to get to a point where I'm going to have too much stuff, but I was thinking of a way to store the stuff, and I just actually cut out cardboard pieces and I slotted them into, there's these little slots in the box where it's a little bit wider than the other spaces where the cards would go. So I cut out these cardboard pieces and I put them in there and divided all the cards up. But as you can already see, like I put a hero deck in each one, a villain deck in each one, and then some leftover, like the aggression and stuff like that cards in this one. But obviously I'm already out of space. So I already have to come up with a new, storage system, because I already ordered, who's the Doctor Strange. I ordered Doctor Strange, and I'm gonna pre-order Vision as well. So I'm already getting these extra character packs, and I'm already like, what else am I gonna do? And I got the Mad Titan Shadow. So I want to know from you guys, how are you storing your game? Are you using some kind of like made up system, or is there some sort of, are you using one of the inserts I've seen, or there's that cool Etsy box, that somebody made on their Etsy shop that can store all this Marvel Champion stuff? I want to know from you, because I want some ideas, because I want to move on from this. I'm going to have to move on from this method eventually. So with that being said, let's also get into the brew. So what I'm going to be drinking, it's kind of late at night. My wife picked this up for me. I actually drank, and this is Death Wish coffee, and this is their cold brew. It says the world's strongest cold brew. We're gonna see. I've actually drank some of their coffee. Their what is it called? Just their Death Wish coffee, and it is fantastic. It's a go-to of mine. I have one of the pouches right over there. But so I am really curious about this. It says slightly sweet black coffee. It looks pretty good. I mean, it's going to have to do the trick and keep me up tonight. Maybe after this, I'll do the editing. I'll be so wired after this. So we're going to give this a shot. We are going to jump into this. Like I said, we are playing Thor versus Ultron. All right, so here we go. So first up, we have good old Thor here. He has 1 fort, 2 attack, 2 defense. Have at thee. His response is, after you engage a minion, draw 2 cards, limit once per phase, and his alter ego is Odin's son. He recovers 4 health, and he has Worthy in action. Search your deck and discard pile for the Mjolnir upgrade and add it to your hand, and then shuffle your deck once per round. So we're going to start on Odin's son, the alter ego side. We have Ultron here, and we're going to be playing the standard. We're not doing expert yet. I will get there eventually. So Ultron has 1 scheme, 2 attack. He has a force response of after Ultron attacks you, choose to either place 1 threat on the main scheme or put the top card of your deck into play face down, engage with you as a drone minion. So Ultron's going to be putting out some drones, right? So he's going to be putting a lot of minions on the board throughout the game. He has a health total of 17, which we have, and then Thor has a health value of 14. So the main scheme right now, our setup is put the Ultron drones environment into play and then shuffle the encounter deck. Advance to stage 1B. So 1B here is when revealed, each player puts the top card of their deck into play face down, engage with them as a drone minion. And so we have 3 threat that can be placed on this card. And the Ultron drone, so this is basically describing what the drones are, like their values. So each face down drone minion engage with a player has a base scheme of 1, a base attack of 1, and a base hit points of 1. Force response. After a face down drone minion is defeated, place that card in its owner's discard pile. So I'm not going to keep this into play. I can remember the values are all 1, and when they're defeated, they go back into whatever deck they came out of. So we have that. Let's just shuffle up some cards, and then we'll need to do finish doing the setup here. So we'll need to put 1 face down card from our deck as a minion engage with us. So yeah, man, I've been enjoying Thor. I think he's pretty cool. I've played, how many times have I played? It's 3 or 4 times. I forget exactly which one it is. The first few times I lost pretty badly. I just got swarmed by the drones. But I started to see some things, and the last play that I did, it was actually today, I won. But there was always that asterisk there about, like, did I do everything correctly, right? Because honestly, that Captain America playthrough that I did, I thought I was kind of proud of that. I was like, I put it out there. I was like, yes, this is probably my playthrough with the least amount of mistakes, right? But then watching it back, I was like, I started to notice some things, and then some people started to let me know, like, you can't do that too. And I was like, crap. So when I won, I was like, did I actually, get everything? It's okay if you miss some things, right? But some things are bigger than others. So I wanted to, but it was actually cool though, because I was like, I was fighting him so many times. When I did finally get that win, it was like I sat back and I was like, yes, right? So it was exciting. But I have been enjoying Thor. He has some pretty good cards in this deck that can take out a lot of drones at once. He has that lightning strike, I think it's called, where it does 1 damage to all minions in play and the villain itself. Pretty powerful if you got a board full of minions. So that can be pretty good. He also has he's got his hammer throw, which has like overkill. I was kind of talking about that a little bit at the beginning of the video. So he's got some cool stuff. And some of the allies are pretty good as well. But yeah, but it's going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough because Thor does not have a good thwart. He does not. And in this against Ultron, we got to be careful because the threat can easily get out of hand, or the minions themselves. So we gotta pay attention to that. Okay, so the rest of the setup for that, we place a card out here for the minion drone engaged with us, and then we go up to hand size. So we draw 5 cards here, and we're just gonna jump right into it. So what do we have? We have Hercules, Defender of the 9 Realms. We have Battle Fury. And we have Asgard, which this can be pretty good because we get +1 to hand size. That's actually pretty cool. We got that early. And we also do have our action here to search the deck and discard pile for Mjolnir and add it to your hand. So we are just going to do that now. So we're going to go searching for Mjolnir. And we can find him. There it is. And then we'll shuffle this up. All right. So shuffle this up a few more times. I think that's probably good. set this off to the side. So we have Mjolnir as well. And Mjolnir gives us +1 to attack and gains the aerial trait, which can be used for other cards as well. So I think what we're going to do, I definitely want to get this Asgard in there. So what I think we're going to do, I also like this Battle Fury, which is response. After your hero attacks and defeats a minion, deal 1 damage to your hero and discard and ready your hero again. So we would take a damage, but we can ready ourselves again. So I definitely want to do, we're not going to be able to play Hercules right now. And we have 2 Battle Fury. So I'm going to pay these 3 to put Asgard into play because I want that extra hand size. And we are also going to, should we get Mjolnir in play? I think so, right? So for 1, let's get Mjolnir in play. And then we are going to flip to Thor side and we are going to attack. And I think we're going to take out this minion right here. So we're going to kill that minion, that drone. And that is going to be us, right? So we're going to untap here. We're going to draw up to hand size. So right now, Thor's hand size is 4. So we're going to draw up to 5 because we have this. Oh, yeah, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Okay, so their turn. They're going to put a threat on there. And now Ultron is going to attack us. We are not going to defend. We are not. So he is going to attack with 2 plus 1. So he's going to attack us with 3. So we're going to go down to 11 here. And now, after Ultron attacks you, choose to either place 1 threat on the main scheme or put the top card of your deck into play face down. And we're going to choose to do that because Thor has his response of after you engage a minion, draw 2 cards. So we are now going to draw 2 cards from that. So we put that into play, and now they are going to do the encounter card. So when revealed, Ultron heals 2 damage for each drone minion engaged with you. If no damage was healed this way, this card gains Surge. That kind of sucks. So we'll do another one. Attached to the villain, this villain gains Retaliate 1. As a hero action, we can exhaust your hero and spend 2 of this symbol. I still don't know what the symbols are called. I think the fist is a physical, right? The green is a wild, but I forget what the other ones are. And then discard this card. So that kind of sucks. And he gets +1 attack. So we definitely want to take that out relatively soon. So now it's back to us. So we have the lightning strike, and this is what I was talking about. Spend X number of those resources, right? And deal that much damage to the villain and each minion engage with you. This attack ignores tough status cards if you have the aerial trait. Okay. All right, so we also have Thor's helmet. But I also really like this card, Chase Them Down. After your hero attacks and defeats an enemy, remove 2 threat from a scheme. This can really come in handy. And then we also have Avengers Mansion. Exhaust Avengers Mansion. Choose a player. That player draws 1 card. So that could help us with some card draw, which I kind of like. I kind of like that. We don't need to use the lightning strike yet. So we're going to use that for a resource. We're going to use this mean swing, which we can exhaust a weapon and we get +3 to the attack. But what do we need here? 2 of those. And we don't have any of those right now. So we can't do that for sure. We do have 2 of these invulnerabilities. So we would get a tough status card. We don't need that yet. Do we do, what is this? 4. Get this in, right? Get the Avengers Mansion in. And then, we do need 2 for that. Crap. Because I wanted to get this into play as well. That can really help out. Oh, you know what? Yeah. All right. So we're going to pay this 4, right, to get the Avengers Mansion in, right? Avengers Mansion in, max 1 per player. Exhaust Avengers Mansion. Choose a player. That player draws 1 card. Easy enough, right? So this is the hammer throw. So exhaust Mjolnir, deal 8 damage to an enemy and return Mjolnir to your hand. This attack gains overkill. So that's pretty good, but I think what we're going to do for now, I do want to get this helmet into play. I do want to get this helmet into play. And also, I might thwart with Thor because I kind of want to keep this threat on this card as low as possible, because it only takes 3 to advance to the other scheme, and that scheme is a lot tougher than this one. But at the same time, this helmet could be pretty good about, so I don't keep taking damage. Or like I keep taking damage, but I don't have to worry as much about flipping to the alter ego side to recover. I can do that less and just kind of stay as Thor, because I want to stay as Thor as much as possible, because there's going to be constantly minions coming out onto the board. And if they come onto the board, the first time I get engaged with a new minion, I get to draw 2 cards, which is really good. So I think we are going to... I mean, it's either that or I attack, right? Or I attack and use this card to get rid of that threat. And then maybe keep this. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. I do want to keep this. I do want to keep that. So we are going to attack. We get 3 attack. We kill this. Oh, but then we won't be able to play that. Do I guess do I just want to keep the hammer throw as well? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We'll just do that. I know we're going to keep 2 cards in hand. I know, but they are both pretty good. So we are going to attack, 3 attack, killing this minion, and then we are going to play this chase them down. After your hero attacks and defeats an enemy, remove 2 threat from a scheme. So we are going to do that. And we are just going to keep these cards in hand. All right. So let's ready up. And then we'll draw up to 5 because we have +1 to hand limit. So here are 5. And then now threat on him. And then, sorry, I'm getting lost. So he is going to attack. So he's attacking with 2 + 1. 2 + 1. Are we going to block that? I don't think so. We're going to let that come through. So he's going to hit us with 3, 5. He's hitting us with 5. Ugh. So we're going to 6. So we are going to 6. Kind of rough. And then after Ultron attacks you, choose to either place 1 threat or a minion. So we're going to put this out there. And then as Thor, we gain 2 cards to hand. And then they are going to do the encounter. So discard an upgrade or support you control. If no cards were discarded this way, this card gains surge. That really sucks, dude. So we're going to discard this Mjolnir. That is an upgrade. All right, so it is our turn. So we also picked up strength and power of aggression, which can be really helpful. And actually, we are going to use... All right, so we're going to use the power of aggression. Double the number of resources this card generates while paying for an aggression red card. So we would get 2. Ooh, yeah. We're going to do that. So we are going to play this Hall of Heroes. So after you defeat a minion, place 1 glory counter here. And as an alter ego action, exhaust Hall of Heroes and remove 3 glory counters from it and draw 3 cards. So that is pretty good. So the more minions we kill, the more counters we keep getting on that card, and we keep drawing more cards. I like it. I like it a lot. So we are also going to... Oh, this might be perfect. Okay, so we're going to use this strength, right? I'm going to use this strength to get Thor's helmet in. And you get 5 hit points. So we're going to go back up to 11. Back up to 11. And now our max hit point value is 19. So we can go to 19. We are also going to use this energy, right? Use this energy to and exhaust our hero to get rid of this, that upgrade on him or attachment, whatever. And then we are also going to deal 1 damage to a minion using this get over here. So we're going to kill this minion, and we also get a counter on our Hall of Heroes. It kind of sucks we weren't able to thwart that, but that's okay. I think we got a lot of good stuff in, done this turn. And we are going to use this. Oh, should we use this? I don't think we want to draw a card yet. We will next turn. I should have done that at the beginning. I completely forgot, but I definitely don't want to use it now. And I don't want to flip to the alter ego side. So we are still going to keep hammer throw in hand. We are going to ready up. And we're going to draw back up. So draw back up to 5. 4, 5. Okay. Another Battle Fury, another Get Over Here, Defender of the Nine Realms, and another Get Over Here. Okay. All right, so this is going on there. So he is going to attack. We are not going to block it. So 2 plus nothing. So we get hit for 2. Go down to 9. And after Ultron attacks you, so we're going to choose to engage with a minion. We draw 2 cards from our response. And then here is the encounter card. So it attached to Ultron drones. Oh, no. Each face down drone minion gets +1 attack and +1 hit points. Hero action. Spend these resources and discard this card. Oh, God, that sucks. That sucks. So the drones are now 2 hit points, 2 attack, and 1 thwart. But it is now our turn. We still haven't hit Ultron at all. But maybe we can do that this turn with the hammer throw. So what do I want to do here? I am going to Defender of the Nine Realms. Ooh. Should I? Let's use this, right, to draw a card. Another Defender of the Nine Realms. So what I think I might want to do, I also want to get this into play. This is God of Thunder. Exhaust God of Thunder and generate one of these resources so I can keep generating this, which is really nice. So we're going to spend these 2 to do that. We're going to get that into play. All right. We have another Get Over Here, but that's not going to kill that minion anymore. Could do the hammer throw. Oh, we don't have Mjolnir. Crap. Oh, God. Oh, man. Okay. Well, that sucks. We need another ally. An ally with more thwart capabilities would be really nice right now. Come on, Thor. God, his thwart sucks. So, we could play this Defender of the Nine Realms. And this is discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until you discard a minion. Put that minion into play, engage with you, and then remove 3 threat from a scheme. Because that thing is close to flipping to the next scheme. However, Ultron does not have many minions in his deck. Most of his minions come by your cards from your stack as drone minions. So I don't want to use this, go through most of the villain deck, finally find a minion, and now I got like 3 or 4 cards left in that deck. It runs out. I got to shuffle and then put it up here, and then I get an acceleration token for the scheme. I don't want to do that. So most of the time, probably all the time, this is going to get used as a resource. So I think we are going to use this. So we have 1, 2 here. Could also get this upgrade into play. After your hero attacks and defeats a minion, deal 1 damage to your hero and discard Battle Fury. Ready your hero. That might not be bad to get rid of this minion and thwart. But are we going to go to the alter ego side? Because I want to get Mjolnir back, right? Okay. So I guess I'm going to deal 1 damage to a minion. Does it stack like this? Like, can I use that and then like use another one, and that is the 2 damage? Like, does it work like that, or do you need to do all of the hits in one shot? I don't know. For now, we are going to say we can do that. I don't know. Please let me know. We're going to use this. I kind of did it out of order. So we're going to use, let's just use this. God, what am I doing? We're going to use this to get this into play, this upgrade, right? And we are going to use, get over here, right? Oh, but then why would I do that? Okay, so we're going to thwart. Yeah, we're going to thwart. I'm kind of doing things a little out of turn. So we're going to thwart. We're going to use get over here, deal 1 damage. And we're going to use another get over here, deal 1 damage to take this out. And then it says after your hero attacks and defeats a minion, deal 1 damage to your hero and discard Battle Fury. So we're going to do this. Take a damage. Discard this. And we are going to... Should we attack Ultron? Should we attack Ultron? Or should we thwart? Let's thwart one more time. Yeah, let's do that. And then let's ready everything up. All right. Let's draw. So we'll go up to 5. Because I like what we're building here. And we did kill a minion here. I like what we're building. You know, we're kind of ramping up a little bit, and we're still on the first scheme here. I like that a lot. We are going to have to watch out for this, though. So we got our 5 cards. Let's put a threat token on there. And he is attacking with 2. He's attacking with 2. We got a Valkyrie here. I probably should have flipped. I think I should have flipped last time. That's okay. Yeah, I think I should have flipped. All right, so he's attacking with 2. I am not going to block. 2 boost. Choose to either spend a physical resource to put the top card of your deck into play face down. Engage with you as a drone minion. Should we spend that? Oh, I do like this. I do like this. I like the chase them down, right? So what I think, if we do spend that, how much would we have? These are cheap, right? But we definitely want to get, like, this is really good. I guess we could spend the hammer throw. I also do want to get this into play. That would give us that much. So I don't want to spend. Okay, let's put a minion into play. All right. So we'll put that into play. And we got hit with 2. Okay. And after Ultron attacks you, choose to either place 1 threat on the main scheme, which we are going to do. And now this minion will attack us. Because that was a boost. That was during Ultron's attack. So then the minion is in play now, right? And it's going to... No, we're not going to block that. Yeah, we're going to go down to 5. Okay. All right, so now our turn, right? So we are going to tap this to get a card. Got another hammer throw. We got the lightning strike. So we're going to use... What do we need for that? What do we need to get rid of that? So we have one of each of those. Could do a hammer throw. Yeah, we got a bunch of hammer throws now. Hammer throw. A fist. Hammer throw. No, I can't spend that one. I guess it's got to be lightning strike. Yeah, but then I'm not going to have enough for... Oh, they had 2 attack. And I'm down to 4. Shit. So let's just do this. Let's get the Valkyrie into play. We'll spend a hammer throw. We'll spend this. And we'll spend this. So that's 3. Get the Valkyrie into play. Right? After Valkyrie enters play, deal 2 damage to a minion. 3 damage instead if you paid with this resource. So we did. So we kill that. And we get a token here. I don't think I want to draw yet. We'll see what we can do here. I also want to get that into play. So we're going to spend another hammer throw to get this. So this is after your hero attacks an enemy, spend a physical resource, deal 2 damage to an enemy. Okay. And actually, should we get these cards now to get rid of that? I think so. So we're going to tap this or remove these. Exhaust Hall of Heroes and remove 3 glory counters from it. Draw 3 cards. So 1, 2, and we need to shuffle these up. And draw 1 more. And we are going to get rid of that upgraded drones as well. And I'm kind of liking our chances. Or how we're setting it up right now, I should say. Don't speak too soon, Andrew. Don't say that. I mean, we are at 4 health, and we haven't even hit Ultron yet. But what I think what I'm saying is I'm liking how we're, the upgrades that we're getting. I like that. We just have to watch that, not too many upgrades are removed, like when those cards that we already had to remove one. So we got to watch that. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it if it comes up. I'm just saying. Okay, so we are going to get rid of that. So we're going to spend a hammer throw, right, which is that resource. We need a fist. Ooh, I don't want to get rid of that. Oh, but I would have to. We are going to spend... We're going to spend this lightning strike. Okay. Spend a lightning strike to use for Asgard. Search your deck. Oh, no, that's an alter. That's a alter ego action. That's an alter ego action. That's an alter ego action. But we are going to use that, so... We might have a lot of cards here we can't get rid of, which isn't... We could get rid of the lightning strike, and we can use this for Asgard. And I do like having the genius. I mean, that's going to help pay for some stuff. We are also going to have the chase them down. That can help us to thwart. And it might not be so bad keeping the lightning strike. And if we go to alter ego side, we can... So, here's the thing. Let's thwart, right? Let's thwart with her, the Valkyrie, and let's thwart with Thor. Let's go to alter ego side. Let's find Mjolnir as an action. There he is at the bottom. Put that in the hand. Shuffle. Okay. We are going to need to do the recovery at least once or twice. Let's get Mjolnir into play, right? So let's use pay with lightning strike to get Mjolnir in hand. Okay. Let's play this for Asgard. Should we do using the hammer throw? We're not going to get this into play yet. We're going to use this lightning strike to use the for Asgard. Yeah. 4 Asgard. So search your deck and discard pile for a card with the Asgard trait. So one of the cards I really like is the, I mean, there's another God of Thunder. We could that use that to keep getting resources easier, but I do really like Lady Sif to thwart to attack after Lady Sif enters play. Ready Thor or Odin's son. Really like that, as well as Heimdall. He costs 5, but I mean, he can attack for 3, but he is great at thwarting. He has 4 health. And when he enters play, he allows me to manipulate the villain's deck a little bit. So it's one of those. Lady Sif costs 4. How much could I get her into play now? Yeah. Let's get her. Yeah, let's get her in. Let's get her in. 2 thwart. I guess that's fine, right? Heimdall. Should I do Heimdall? I could pay for him and get him in now. But I don't really want to attack with Heimdall. Even though it's good, it's 3 attack. He gets 2 damage every time he does that. I really want to use him to thwart. I'll get him. Hopefully I'll get him later on. So we're going to get Lady Sif. All right. So we're going to get Lady Sif. Let's shuffle this. And we can get her into play now, which is really cool. Okay. All right. So what we are going to do, we are going to use Genius, which gives us 2. Use Mjolnir, gives us 1. And then what do we want to keep here? Do we want to keep Chase Them Down? After a hero attacks and defeats an enemy, remove 2 threat from a scheme. There's a few of, I mean, there's multiples of each of these cards. It's just, what do we want to do next turn? Do we want to hit him hard? I mean, we're going to also have her, so I'm not too worried about this thwart yet. So we're going to pay, this is going to be 4. Lady Sif is going to come in to play. Let's put her here. After Lady Sif enters play, ready Thor or Odin's son, and we are going to tap him again to go up to 8 health. And then we are going to use her to do 2 damage. Our first hit onto Ultron. Oh my goodness. And we have Hammer Throw in hand. Okay, so ready up. Right. Ready everything up. And draw up to 6, because we still have that Asgard. It gives us +1 hand size. 4, 5, 6. All right. So threat here, right? And he is going to scheme. So 1, 3. Oh, I mean, it was bound to happen, right? It was bound to happen. That sucks. That sucks. Okay. So here's the second one. When revealed, each player puts the top card of their deck into play face down. Engage with them as a drone minion. Okay. And then flip to 2B. So force response. After placing threat here during step 1 of the villain phase, each player must choose to either place 2 threat here or put the top card of their deck into play face down. Engage with them as a drone. Ugh, that is rough, man. That is rough. So he schemed. This came into play after. Now, what would you guys say? Yeah, so that, I guess that phase passed, right? Would you say that that part passed and it would move on to the encounter phase now? Or would he scheme as well? I'm going to say no. I think not. I don't know. I could be wrong. All right, so he didn't attack. So now it is the encounter phase. So, okay. After the villain takes damage, give it a tough status card. Hero action. Exhaust your hero and spend 2 physical resources to discard this card. Ugh. We definitely want to get rid of that. We definitely want to get rid of that. Okay. So it's our turn, right? Okay. Ooh, we got a lot of this mean swing. So first up, we are going to use an action to get Mjolnir in hand. So I believe he's in the discard. There he is. So we got that. We're going to also get another card in hand from here. Okay. Power of aggression. It's not too much. Let's get rid of that. Let's start getting rid of some of this stuff. So we're going to use 2 of these mean swings to exhaust your hero. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I mean, we got to get rid of that, right? And then also, we are going to use... We're going to use this. That's a wild. That's going to count as a... whatever that blue symbol is. We're going to use this to get the other symbol, and then we need the physical, right? Let's do main swing. So that's 3, and we're going to get rid of this. So the drones are back down to stats of all 1. And we did pay with that as well. And then we are going to pay 1, use this Defender of the 9 Realms to get Mjolnir into play, right? We are going to flip to Thor, and we are going to use Get Over here to deal 1 damage to this minion. Goes in ours. We get a counter for that. After a hero attacks an enemy, spend a physical resource, deal 2 damage. I don't have any of that to spend. So then what are we going to do with these? We're going to attack Ultron. Going to 13. Getting a counter here, or damage. And Lady Sif, I really don't want to use her for this attack yet. I want to keep her for the thwart. I do. It's so good, man. It's so good. And we're just going to keep this hammer throw in hand. I feel like we've had a hammer throw in hand like pretty much the whole game. So let's ready up. And was that good? I mean, we're at a decent health, right? 8. So we'll draw up to 5, right? But we got a lot of good cards in hand. I'm in play. I like the setup we have right now. Okay, so after placing threat here, each player must choose to either place 2 threat here or put the top card into play. So we're going to place a minion. We get 2 cards from Thor's response. Oh, we got Heimdall. Ooh, we got Heimdall. I think we're going to put him in. Okay, so Ultron is attacking us, attacking with 2. What are we doing? Are we taking that? I think so. 2, 3. So he's hitting us for 3. Going to 5. After Ultron attacks, choose to either place 1 threat on the main scheme or... do we want to only have 1 minion, or do we want to have, more threat? I think we're going to... I know this... See, because this thing can have 10 before it switches. I know it seems like a lot, but it's not. Ultron can really get out of hand, especially when he gets all these drones and they're all scheming. Also, with his second phase, he has a scheme of 2. So I think we're going to put another drone into... We are going to place a scheme. We're going to place a scheme. All right, now this minion is going to hit us. We are going to take that, going to 4, and encounter. Deal 1 damage to each friendly character. You got to be shitting me, dude. You got to be shitting me. You got to be shitting me. The Valkyrie went away. Didn't even get a chance to really... Damn it. Okay, but now it is our turn. All right, so let's make something happen this turn. All right, we need to. So I believe we want to get Heimdall into play, right? So let's also draw with this. Draw a card. Oh, we got God of Thunder. That can really help out. That can really help out. All right, so what do we want to do? So Heimdall's going to cost 5, but yeah, he's going to cost 5. So let's get Heimdall into play. All right. So let's spend 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, 5. Heimdall comes in. After Heimdall enters play, look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck, discard one of them, and put the others back in any order. Okay, so we have Advanced Ultron Drone, Repair Sequence, and Concussive Blast. All of these are not too good. Because if there was one that didn't have a star or one of those symbols, I would put that on top because then when he attacks, it wouldn't get a bonus, right? And then you would leave like the next worst one underneath of that as the encounter draw. Ultron heals 1 damage for each drone engage with you. So this one might stay. This one might stay. That's not too bad. The other one is the boost. Deal 1 damage to each character you control. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So, yeah, but then I don't want the Advanced Ultron Drone. Maybe I do leave this one on top. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to discard. Does it say you may? Discard one of them. I'm going to discard this Advanced Ultron Drone. Okay. I am then. So it's either. What do I want as the boost? So the boost, Ultron heals 1 damage for each drone minion engage with you. That would also add. So if he attacks, he's going to be attacking for 3, right? He's going to be attacking for 3. And then he'll heal 1 for each drone minion engaged with you. So it could be 1 or 2, right? So I guess I want him to heal less, right? Okay. So I guess we leave this on. We put this on top. We put this on top, right? Yeah. Okay. All right, so that was that. Okay, that took a while. Sorry, guys. And now we are going to play these 2 to get this God of Thunder in play. We're setting up, guys. We're setting up. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, now what are we going to do here? So we could have these 2 take this out. Lady Sif is going to die next time in the encounter phase anyway, right? So I definitely want to use her for something. Should she thwart? Or have Heimdall thwart? Oh, shit. So Lady Sif is going to attack. Lady Sif is going to attack this minion. She is going to die. This minion dies. We get counter here. Heimdall is going to thwart for 2. All right. We are going to flip. And we are going to recover 4. Going to 7. Okay. And now we are going to ready up. Okay. And we're going to draw 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. We got hammer throw. We got strength. Chase him down. Okay. All right. So after placing threat here, let's have a minion come in. We don't want the threat there. We don't want threat. So Ultron is going to scheme, right? 1. He has a scheme of 1. And then, so 2. And then the boost heals 1 damage for each drone minion engage with you. So he is scheming for 2, right? And he heals 1 damage for each drone. So he heals 1. And after Ultron attacks, so that was an attack. And now the drone minion. So the drone is going to scheme as well for 1. And now the encounter, which is, when revealed, deal 1 damage to each friendly character. So this and Odin goes to 6. Okay. Now it's our turn. I think we're gonna thwart with Heimdall, right? But should we wait? So Hercules, he reduces the cost to play Hercules by 1 for each minion engaged with you. So he'd be 5 right now. He would be 5. Should we do 1 more recover with Odin's son? I think so. So I mean, we could get him in. He's got a great attack. He does have great attack. Could get him in. So we got 2 here. We need 3 more. There's 2 more. So we need 1 more. Let's draw. Right? Let's draw. Hammer throw. Yeah, so let's do this. So Hercules is cost 5 because we have a minion there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Get Hercules in there. Right? Odin son is going to tap. He is going to heal 4. So he's going to go to 10. Okay, he's going to go to 10. Heimdall is going to thwart. Removing 2. Right. Hercules. What are you going to do? We could also use this invulnerability. Give your hero a tough status card. That might not be too bad. That might not be too bad. It's either that or use the get over here, right, on him. Oh, that might not be bad either. Because Hercules has an attack of 3. I don't really want to waste that on a minion. I want to use that on Ultron. But I also want to get this invulnerability on here, which gives me a tough status card. So the next time I would take damage, I just remove that card and I don't take any damage. That's going to cost me 3, right? But so then how am I going to get rid of this minion? With Hercules, I could alternatively use this on him, get another token on here, draw 3 cards, allowing me to also... Is that worth it? Is that worth it? Let's do that. So let's flip. Let's use get over here, deal 1 damage to a minion. Deal 1 damage here. Get a token here. Attack with Hercules on Ultron, taking him down to 11. Right? And use... Oh, and sorry. I was going to use this to chase them down. After your hero attacks and defeats an enemy, remove 2 threat from a scheme. I used that before. Sorry. Now let's use this. Exhaust. So we draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're going to use 1 invulnerability. We are going to use this. And we are going to use, which one? Hammer throw or lightning strike? We're not really building that many minions, but the lightning strike, do not sleep on that. Seriously. It's either that or hammer throw. Let's get rid of the hammer throw. I want to keep the lightning strike. We're gonna pay with the lightning strike. So we're gonna spend these 3 to use this to give ourselves a tough status card. So we are tough right now, okay? And I think that's it. I think that's it. Okay, so let's ready up. He attacked, right? Okay, so he's got tough. All right, let's ready all this stuff up. Okay, let's draw back up. So 2, got to shuffle this. Honestly, in all the plays that I did, I was never this set up. I was never this set up like I am now. With all of these things here. I mean, these are some great cards here. And we got Hercules and Heimdall in there with a tough status card with 10 health. Ooh, 2 God of Thunders, Avengers Mansion, and Asgard. Ooh, and Thor's helmet. Hall of Heroes. Yeah, I'm liking it right now. I know it seems like we're taking forever to get rid of his first stage, and we are. Don't get it twisted. We are. But the thing is, we're going to be pretty set up to be better equipped. I mean, we have 0 threat on this right now. Get off me. Okay. So let's draw up to 5, right? Okay. All right. Threat. After that, we're going to choose to do a minion. So we get 2 cards here. And we got hammer throw again, see? Okay, so he's going to attack us for 2. Now, what are we going to do here? We're not going to block. Oh, yeah. Oh, we have tough anyways. And, of course, they get a 0 booster. Of course. So he gets 2. Okay, I'm just checking to see, am I missing anything? Okay, he gets 2. We remove this, right? Remove this. After he attacks, choose to either place 1 threat. We are going to do that. We're going to place 1 threat there. And now, we could also keep putting drones out there. So we keep getting, counters on our Hall of Heroes to keep getting card draw. But I think we're okay right now. And I just want to make sure I haven't been using that on... Oh, it doesn't need... Okay, it doesn't need... I was like confused. I was like, I hope I'm not using that with Thor. But it can be used for any Thor or Odin's son. All right, so now the drone minion is going to attack. And we are going to take that 1 damage. And now he's going to encounter deck. Each player puts the top card of their... Okay, engage with them. All right. We also got to watch the encounter deck. It's starting to get... crap. I accidentally looked at it, but it's not a problem. We're going to defeat it. It's going to go on the discard anyway. So, okay. So now that was his turn, right? Now it's our turn. All right. So. Okay. All right. So what are we going to do here? Let's make something big happen this time. So we got a hammer throw. We have 2 hammer throws. Which can be pretty good. So again, we don't need to use this Defender of 9 Realms for anything. So let's start slapping them around, right? Let's use Hercules to do 3 damage to him. So 1, 2, 3. Hercules is going to get a damage. We are going to... We could get that into play as well. Wait a second. 19. Come on now. I am at 9, right? Yeah, I'm at 9. Okay. So we're going to use this. Now, we want to kind of line this up. Let's use this to get another card. Okay. So we're definitely going to use a hammer throw. All right, so we're definitely going to use a hammer throw. 1, 2. We're going to save one of those fists. Okay. So hammer throw, we could just use this, right? That would be our 3. That would be our 3, right? Here's another question I have. So say this power of aggression, or any card like this genius, right, that gives 2. Could you use this? You have 2 resources. Pay for 1 cost, like a card that costs 1, and then have that 1 left over. Can you do that? I know it seems like it might be a silly question, but I just don't know if like you need to discard and pay for everything, for that card, and then nothing gets left over, and then you'd have to discard again for like something else. I don't know. All right, so let's just get going here. I'm getting a little confused just about the order that I want to do it in. Because I'm also thinking about I might want to do this. After your hero attacks and defeats a minion, deal 1 damage to your hero and discard Battle Fury. Ready your hero again. That could be pretty good. So I think we are going to do that. So we're going to save a fist here, right? So we're going to pay these 3, okay? We're going to pay these 3 for hammer throw, all right? So exhaust Mjolnir. Oh, we can't do 2 hammer throws in one. That's right, because it gets exhausted. I guess we could put it back in. Yeah, okay. So exhaust Mjolnir, deal 8 damage to an enemy, and return Mjolnir to your hand. This attack gains overkill. So we're dealing 8. We're going to do one of these minions. That's going to leave 7 left over to go to Ultron. So it's going to 1. We killed the minion. So we get a counter here. After your hero attacks an enemy, spend a fist resource, deal 2 damage to an enemy. So we are then going to spend this fist to deal 2 damage to, and who are we doing? Are we just defeating Ultron here? Because what I could do, I could get Mjolnir, comes back to hand. I could get Mjolnir back in hand and do another hammer throw. Let's do that. Let's have it go to Ultron. So he's going to go to 2, and his second phase is going to come out. So it says he has 2 scheme, 2 attack, force interrupt. When Ultron attacks you, put the top card of your deck into play face down. Engage with you as a drone minion. Okay. Until the end of this attack, Ultron gets +1 attack for each drone minion engage with you. So he has 22 health. Okay. So we did that. We spent that. We did 2 damage to him, took him out. We are going to spend one of these to get Mjolnir back into play. Okay. We are then... Oh, we could... No, we can't do that. We're 1 short on that. I was going to try to get Battle Fury in to like ready up my guy again. That would have been cool. Should we use Heimdall to get rid of that threat? Or should we just have it go right to... Ultron? I mean, this thing is pretty good, but I won't be able to... I have 1, 2, 3... I could play this. That would cost 1. That would leave me 2. So I wouldn't be able to play the hammer throw, which is really unfortunate, dude. Really unfortunate. Because I would have done the same thing. I would have done hammer throw and have that 7 go right to Ultron. And I would have been able to ready up again because I would have just taken a damage, ready up, and then attack him for another 3. Or 2. I guess Mjolnir would have been in hand, right? Yeah. So here's the question. Do we want to thwart getting rid of that or attack with 3 on Ultron? Or maybe we don't do anything yet. Yeah, but I don't want a card that comes up that says deal 1 damage to all, right? So I think what I'm going to do, we could just do another hammer throw. Just do the same thing as before, right? I think that's fine. But if that's the case, then why don't we just... Oh, we could flip and recover. We could do thwart, flip, Thor, recover, and do this hammer throw now. That's not a bad idea. Let's do that. Let's just do that. So we're going to spend 3. We're going to do a hammer throw again. So that is going to put Mjolnir back. It's going to exhaust, right? It's going to deal 8. So this guy's going to die. We get a counter here. 7 goes to Ultron. So he's going to 15, right? 15. We still haven't attacked with Thor. We are then, this comes back to hand, right? Should we flip and recover and have Heimdall thwart? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So we're going to have Heimdall thwart, right? We are going to flip, and then we are going to recover. I like that a little bit more. So we're going to go to 13. We're playing a little bit of a slow game, right? But that's okay. That's okay. All right, so let's ready up. We can't forget about this either. Heimdall died, right? All right. Flip this back. Draw up to 6. 4, 5, 6. I'm feeling good, guys. I'm feeling good about it. I am feeling good about it. Okay, so, well, we got to watch this deck. So, after placing threat here, we are going to choose to put out a minion. Okay. So, Ultron is going to scheme. So, he has 2 plus 3. See, just like that, you know, they're already at 4. So, he's not attacking, so he doesn't get anything else. This is going to scheme, getting 1, and the encounter card. This card gains surge. When revealed, alter ego, Ultron schemes. Discard the top card of your deck for each threat placed this way. Oh, man. All right, so he's going to scheme, so he gets 2 plus 0. Okay. And discard 2 cards. Okay. All right, so it's our turn. Can we kill him? Oh, we got Lady Sif again. Oh, we got the lightning strike. Oh, and we got... Oh, man. Okay, we might... And we got the Valkyrie. We might be able to do it. Let's use this to gain a card, right? We might be able to do it this turn. So we got 3... We can flip to do, if we get Mjolnir in, we can do 3 attack. That's 6, right? That's 6. We got to make sure we kill him, because if we can't do it this turn, we gotta thwart and get rid of some of that. We could get Lady Sif in here, right? Could get Lady Sif in. She would deal 2 attack, and she would ready Odin again to deal 3 more damage. So that's 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We need 4 more. We need 4 more. Lightning strike, we could get him in for 1. We could pay a physical resource to deal 2 damage to him. When your hero attacks an enemy, spend a physical resource, deal 2 damage to an enemy. So that could be 2. If we kill this minion, we could get another counter here to get 3 more cards. But now we're starting to get kind of expensive, right? So we definitely want to get Lady Sif in. So we're talking 2 attack plus 3, 5. If we flip to Odin with Mjolnir, that's 8. She would come in after that to ready him to give 3 more. That's 11. If we attack him, we have to make sure we get a fist. We could spend this to get 2 more. That's 13. And then if we get the Valkyrie in play, that's 2. So if we kill this, but how are we going to kill the minion? Lightning strike? Kill the minion to get that. So how much are we talking that we need? We have 2 here. We would need one to play the lightning strike to do that. So I guess we could start with the lightning strike to get 3 more cards, right? And deal a damage to him. Right? And that way we're not too deep into... Yeah, okay. Okay. All right, so let's do this. Let's flip him. Let's pay the Defender of the Nine Realms to get Mjolnir in play. Okay. Wait a second. 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 If we pay with Mjolnir first, we could then use an action with him to get Mjolnir back to our hand, right? Right? So, if we... But that's as a hero action, so we can't do that. Let's start with 3 attack. 3 attack on him, right? It's going to 12. Let's just start doing something. 3 attack. Can I play? See, but here's the thing. I can't play Mjolnir to then like discard this as a resource to get Lady Sif in, because she's gonna untap Odin, but I want to be on Thor. I want to already attack with Thor when I do that. You know what I'm saying? So how can I play Mjolnir, pay for something? Because this is a hero action. I want to put her into play as when I'm the hero. I could get the Valkyrie, I guess. Maybe I get the Valkyrie. But will I have enough? I think so. All right, let's just try it. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. Okay, right? 3. That puts the Valkyrie in play. Valkyrie enters play, deals 2 damage to a minion. Kills this, right? Oh, but this is after your hero attacks. That's okay. That's okay. All right. So that puts another counter on here. Let's draw with this as the alter ego action. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this might be good, right? Oh, yeah. This is good. This is good. Okay, so now we flip, right? Now we flip. And now we we attack. We got to get... Oh, no. Before we flipped, we searched to get Mjolnir back. Right? I think we got him here. Get Mjolnir back. Now we flip, right? Back to Thor. We got to get Thor in, or Mjolnir in. So we're going to use this. We are going to Defender of the Nine Realms, get Mjolnir in, right? We are going to... So if we hit him for 3... Let's do 2... Getting him down to 10. Right? I think we got him here. I do think we got him here. So we can attack him for 3. Play Lady Sif. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are we that close? Are we 2 off? Oh no, are we 2 off? No way. Oh, okay. Okay, so we can... Okay, so we got it. We got it. Okay, we got it. I guess alternatively I could put this in. Okay, so let's attack with Thor. Taking him down to 7, right? Okay. We play... Oh, we want to save that, right? Or I guess we could save one of these. It doesn't matter. Actually, it does. So let's 2 and 2. to get Lady Sif in. We're not at our... That would be 3 allies, our limit, right? She comes in and she readies Thor. She is going to tap. Well, let's not tap her yet because we don't know if we're going to officially... So 2... we're dealing 3 with Thor again, right? Taking him down to 4, right? We are then... And we attacked him. So after your hero attacks an enemy, spend a physical resource to deal 2 damage. Right? And then Lady Sif is going to attack him for 2 damage, getting him down to 0. I think that's it. And I don't... We could have also, like I was also thinking about, we could have played, for 1, get this Battle Fury in there. So then after you defeat, after he attacks and defeats a minion. Oh, I see. Now, did we miss anything? The only thing that I'm thinking I might have missed is maybe like a minion scheming, or... Like, I don't think we missed any of Ultron's, because he gets +1 attack for each minion in play. I don't know if we did, we miss an extra attack. Either way, I don't think it would have affected our health too much. But, that could always affect the decision of when to do that, if you see your health is too low or if it's not too low, stuff like that. But I think we're okay. I think we got most everything. And he was defeated. Right? 22 points. Yeah, see, honestly, I'm really happy with this. This is probably, in all the times I've played this game so far, especially with Thor versus Ultron, this is the best setup I've gotten. And trust me, I'm starting to know, you guys have been giving tips, and I'm starting to see that click too, right? Like, you don't want to keep too many cards in hand, right? Because you're going to draw up again. You're going to get all fresh cards. So use those cards and cycle through your deck as fast as you can, to get the cards again. Like, even if you discard something that was probably really good eventually, discard through the deck, and then you can possibly get it again. I'm getting it. Some cards I do still want to keep, though. But I feel like I got kind of lucky with, I got the Asgard early on, right? +1 to hand size. I got the Thor's helmet giving me an extra health, and I got these 2. I got this that allowed me to get some card draw. One of the things I really like about playing Thor against Ultron is his response. He has a lot of card draw. Now, his hand size is only 4, right? So it's kind of crappy. So that really helps when a minion comes into play. But I can see other times where, like in other villains maybe, when not as many minions are coming in, this won't be as strong. But against Ultron, when there is constantly minions coming in, this can be really good. I mean, it's basically puts Thor's hand size from 4 to 6, something like that. But we got lucky getting some of the allies into play too. We didn't use this as much, but we did use it once or twice. I think we played fairly well. We kept the threat down low. We did some attacks to Ultron. It took us a while to build up enough where I was like, okay, let's start doing some damage to him. Because if you guys remember, in the Captain America play, I took Rhino's first stage down in like the second turn, but then I was like, I kind of felt left open. I didn't have much set up, if anything, so I was kind of, I wasn't too prepared for when he hit stage 2, and I kind of wanted to take a little different of approach. But still, this is the best layout I've had, even when I've played off camera. This is the best, so it kind of worked out really well, and our health points got a little low there for a few times, but ultimately I wasn't that worried about it. But yeah, and then the scheme, I told you, see, he had like 2 on the threat on his scheme, and it was like, it seems like, well, we don't need to thwart that much because he's got 10. But dude, some of his cards, you got to watch out. That he can scheme fairly quickly, and he can get to 10 threat in no time. So you got to watch out, especially when there's a lot of minions in play, that when they're each scheming as well, and especially if you get, oh no, that boost card gave them, oh, it's over here, but it gave them +1 to attack. I don't think it gave them +1 to scheme, but either way, yeah, I had a blast, man. Like I said at the beginning of the video, there were some things that were clicking when I played off camera that I was like, oh, I'm really liking this game. The more I play it, the more I am enjoying it. At least for right now, this game is hot for me. I mean, I am really excited. I'm looking forward to, busting this game out, trying other villains, trying other heroes. I'm excited, man. This is rapidly rising on my list of favorite games, especially solo. It is a fantastic solo game. And I'm honestly beating myself up for not trying this sooner, but I'm glad I did now. And now it's on sites looking for the next hero pack, right? Looking for upgrades, sleeves. Now these are Mayday sleeves. These are pretty good, but they do have a little bit of space here on the side. I would like to slim that down just slightly. It's not bad. It's not bad, but I do want it a little bit tighter of a fit. But yeah, so I'm looking at, play mats too, it's how it sucks you in, right? The character packs, they got all these play mats for it and whatnot. But yeah, so I'm really into the game right now. I don't know what kind of storage solution I'm going to get. So again, let me know your guys' storage solution. I would love to hear that. And let me know what you think about the playthrough. Also, let me know if I missed anything. I'd be curious to see. I felt like right with this playthrough, I was on top of it. I was trying to reread the cards throughout. I was trying to read these cards, oh, no, I can't do this when I'm on the hero side. I have to be an alter ego. So I was trying to make sure I got everything, but I might have missed some things here or there. But I think for the most part, I think I got it. So yeah, that's going to be the playthrough, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. I'm starting to really love this game, as you guys can tell. I am going to have more playthroughs up on the channel. And yeah, really excited, and happy I beat Ultron, dude. I am really happy because the first few plays, dude, he was giving me nothing but problems. So again, I hope you guys have enjoyed the playthrough. Let me know your thoughts. Who should I play next? I want to know. I have the core box. I have the Mad Titan Shadow. I didn't do an unboxing yet. I think I am still going to do an unboxing. But so I have the characters in there. I have Thor, which I just did. I did Captain America. Spider-Man's in the core as well. I have Doctor Strange coming. And then what villain I should play against. So yeah, just let me know in the comments. I'd be curious to hear. And I want to thank you guys for watching. So until next time, Brew. I like this stuff, man. I like this stuff. I feel like I'm going to be up for a little while now. It's like 12 o'clock right now, but it is good. I love the Death Wish Coffee Company. I think they make some fantastic stuff. I really like their stuff, and this is really good, dude. I will be getting this again. So this definitely gets a good rating from me. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and until next time, grab some brews, play some games. I'll catch you guys later. All right, take care.